fam, welcome back to the Phillip Scott Show. I am Wongel Zelalem bringing you the story. Today's story is about Chad Johnson. He posted on Twitter his screenshot of him and his daughter's conversation, and fans are going crazy. And frankly, I don't agree with why they're mad at him. So let me read for you first what the screenshot was, and then we'll discuss. His daughter wrote, "Daddy," and he replied, "Yes, ma'am." So she asked him, "Let me know when you go to Token, Miami to get more shoes. I'ma come with you because I want to get these Yeezys that they have." So he said, "You said you were getting a job. I worked at McDonald's by Edison to attain extra stuff I wanted in high school." And then she said, "When I finish school, I'm getting one. How am I going to get a job and I have school and track practice to attend throughout the day?" Oh, he had a response for that. He said, "I caught the bus to school, then went to football practice, caught the bus to McDonald's for a 6-hour shift, all while maintaining a 2.2 GPA and being a star athlete." So that was the screenshot he posted with a caption, "Kids don't know the sacrifices it takes," or something like that. And his fans commented, a lot of fans commented, that's why I was shocked. A lot of fans were saying how, why would you let your kids struggle? And some people were saying, just because you struggle doesn't mean that they have to struggle. And others were saying, one of the reasons why you should be happy that you made it in life is because your kids don't have to struggle like you struggled. Okay, granted, that's true. You don't want your kids to struggle. But in this screenshot, I didn't see any struggling. The girl asked, "Can I come with you to get Yeezys, to fly somewhere else?" That's not a struggle to me. She didn't ask him pay for my food or like my apartment, nothing like that. What she was asking was an extra, a Yeezy sneaker. She was not asking for food. She was not asking for money for transport. I didn't see any need in there. Of course, he can afford it, but he chooses to teach her a lesson. This is his way of raising his kids, and I don't see anything wrong with that. People were mad at him because he's always been honest when it comes to his spending habits, and he says he's very stingy and he doesn't like to spend money, and he's talked about this before, so it's nothing new. People know that this man doesn't spend a lot of money on unnecessary things, and I'm pretty sure his girl knows that already too, because he later on, after the backlash, shared a screenshot of her asking him, "Dad, why are people so hard on you?" And he was like, "I'm just trolling, let them do whatever they want to do." And she's like, why are they taking it way too seriously?" So that tells you right there that they have a good relationship to a point where he can joke with her and they have an understanding. Or if he tells her that, she's like, "Okay, Dad is coming from a good place." She understands that. But fans, for some reason, caught feelings. "Oh my God, he lets his kids struggle and he's a millionaire." Are you serious? Like, in the first place, I don't think what he's doing is wrong. If anything, I think what he's doing is great. Like, I wish I can be in his position of being a millionaire and I can tell my kids no to things that they don't need. They might want, but they don't need. And why I'm saying that I wish is because it's hard as a parent, especially if you didn't have a lot growing up. You want to do everything for them, and when they ask you things, your instinct is like to tell them yes so that they're happy, and by default that makes you happy. But for him to say no to her, I'm sure it's not easy for him, but he knows that it's for the greater good. And I believe that it is, because this girl now is learning that I need to work for these things. They just don't appear, I believe, I think it's a book by Malcolm Gladwell, David and Goliath. I think that's the book. I read somewhere he was talking about this rich man. He was interviewing him. He's a wealthy man, I believe a billionaire. I don't even think he's just a millionaire. So he was asking him, the author was asking him, was interviewing him, and he was like, "Do you think you raised your kids right?" And the guy's answer was interesting. He said, "I struggled through life to get to this point, but the issue is now that I have kids and they are raised in this environment where they can have anything, they are not as driven as me. They don't want to do certain things because they can just get them, because Daddy can afford it. He's a freaking billionaire. But he's like, I tried, but it can never be the same, because when you have nothing, the drive, the sacrifice, it just can't be matched with kids that are growing in a mansion where they don't know what it's like to struggle. I'm not saying everyone should struggle to be a good person or to be able to accomplish things that others have, but what I'm trying to say is the struggles can't be the same. This girl's struggle is not getting a Yeezy, her father probably, there are times where he skipped a meal. I don't know, I'm just assuming, because he said he didn't come from, a wealthy family. So their struggle can't be the same, and their drive can't be the same, because their motivation is not the same. So at the end of the day, fans being mad for me is just ridiculous. I thought it was ridiculous to a point where I had to go and check the profile pictures of those people that were commenting underneath his post, and I saw one of them, and she's a young girl. So I was like, oh, okay, and I understand why you're mad, because you think if your daddy has it, he needs to give it to you, which is a human nature. Like, I'm not mad at her, but you have to analyze, like, you have to understand why he's doing this, and I 100% understand it, and I respect him for doing that. Anyways, guys, let us know down below what your thoughts are. If you disagree with Chad for what he's doing, or you agree and you would do the same thing with your kids, even if you can afford to give them the world. Let us know down below. I am Wongel Zelalem, bringing you the story. I will see you on the next one. Bye.